My name is Aggrey Chabeda. I am the chairman of the Rugby Patrons Society. We are a body of people who have been involved in rugby in the past, either as players or as volunteers or fans or sponsors, and basically retired but are now trying to give something back to the game. I was approached by Zaina through my friend Paul Odera to become a volunteer of Espartanos, and I did not hesitate. So I'm here in my capacity as a volunteer, although today I've also come with the heart of the Kenya Rugby Patrons, because we've come here with a player who has played international rugby for England. His name is Stephen Armitage. He has several caps for England. He's also been a former European Player of the Year. He works together with Danny Ligairi, who has been here before, on a project called the Barefoot Project. And one of the reasons he's come here is to see what we are doing and also to donate a pair of boots for the players. I think it's very humbling to come to an environment like this, where you find that you are meeting people who are just ordinary people like you and me. The only difference is they are in prison and they cannot get out. And this is Kamiti maximum prison, which means they have very limited opportunities to actually get out of here, even for brief periods. And they have embraced the game of rugby, but more importantly, we are teaching them to also embrace the values of rugby, of passion, integrity, discipline, camaraderie, and so forth. And it's good when we see the way they've developed since March. In the 3 months that I've been coming here, I mean, there's been a big difference in the way they are embracing the sport. And the idea is to ensure that, to instill in them that teamwork and respect for each other, which they can take out from here when they do leave this institution and impart it in their lives. Rugby for me has actually guided and actually defined who I am today. By profession, I'm an electrical engineer, and that is what I've done for most of my life. But eventually, I eventually diverted, and I now am a full-time sports consultant. And that is in no mean reason because of rugby. I started off rugby as a volunteer operation. I got so involved in it, and all those pillars that I've mentioned before, they have guided me in how I deal with people, how I deal with life. It has ensured that sometimes I sort of remember that we are all the same. It's very easy sometimes when you are a bit lucky in life and maybe you are a few steps ahead of others to forget that you are all the same people, you come from the same place, and rugby has done that to my life. I think what I've found is I have found more and more people around me. I've gained their respect as opposed to tried to lord it over them. And the networks I have today are vast. And some of the people I know today, some of them are people in industry, there are people in politics, there are people in social life. And there is no way I would have had the opportunity to meet those people and have the ability to reach them and talk to them as easily as I do today were it not for rugby. I'd just like to thank Espartanos, and particularly Zaina, who has come and pushed this program single-handedly and bringing it. It's something that perhaps we should have thought about, but we hadn't. And here it is now, thanks to Espartanos, that we've brought this to Kamiti prison. A lot of other prisoners are very interested in the game. It's created a sort of fan base around it, which even I would never have dreamt of.